Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. We're going to be taking a look at a news article today and then jump on over into the charts. Bitcoin kind of in a consolidation pattern as of right now, but we do see a nice symmetrical triangle forming, and we could possibly be making a break by the end of the day. So today is Friday the 16th, and lo and behold, we have Bitcoin making a nice little move back to the upside. Number of Bitcoin whales hits all-time highs, market bounces back. And so we'll be taking a look at that article today, along with jumping over into the charts. Let's go ahead and cue that intro and get started. All right, so if you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video that we make on this channel each and every single day as Bitcoin continues its nice bull market rally. All right, folks, we're taking a look at this article to start us off with. Fresh data from Glassnode shows that the number of Bitcoin whales is increasing. In brief, more and more Bitcoin whales are seeing their wealth increase according to new data from Glassnode. The metric appears uncorrelated to price, at least for now. Meanwhile, the number of Ethereum whales is falling. Whales Ho, the number of Bitcoin addresses holding at least 1,000 Bitcoin over $37 million at today's price is now 2,425, according to blockchain data provider Glassnode. It's another all-time high for the metric, which continues to set new records each day. And I guess this is the Glassnode chart here, talking about the whales. Okay, this means that there are more whales than ever surfacing from the briny depths. The whales are investors with large amount of Bitcoin, so-called, for their power to influence the market. If the whales dump all their Bitcoin at once, they could crash the market, but that big spenders are doubling down on their Bitcoin holdings, suggests that they think price will increase. Obviously, yeah, because we are in our bull market, there is a likely chance that these whales are going to continue to probably hang on to their amount of Bitcoin that they actually have, and they're going to keep it in their wallets and make sure that they ride it up to the top, right? This is why the crypto community rallies around prolificated institutional investors and influencers such as Michael Saylor, who, when on land moonlights as the CEO of the U.S. business intelligence MicroStrategies. Interesting. Okay, and Mass Mutual. So talking about some of these institutional investors obviously getting into the space, combined with large institutional investors buy up so much Bitcoin that they increase demand for their Bitcoin. A quote from Michael Saylor here on Twitter: I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere, ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Bitcoin, not gold. And so, yeah, because it's probably a little bit less looked at than maybe gold, it is a diverted path. But at the same time, if you really see the substantial sustainability behind this cryptocurrency and technology, then you would know that this is definitely the path to be taking right now. So strong in my mythos around whales that there are even Bitcoin sea shanties cobbled together by the most seasoned sailors, lost souls allured by sirens that can no longer distinguish between sleep or waking life. And then we have Bitcoin Sea Shanty Alert, and that was by Nahira on Twitter. And while will proliferate, the price of Bitcoin remains somewhat rocky. The asset soared to over $41,000 earlier this month before crashing against the shore, losing about 20% of its value overnight. According to Glassnode, some whales at least remained undented or tethered, while Bitcoin sank to the seafloor. Few whales sold off their holdings, and Bitcoin bounced back. The number of Bitcoin whales continues to rise, increasing from about 2,300 to the current all-time high at 2,400. And so here's our Glassnode chart here on Twitter, with the steady increase of Bitcoin whales being formed each and every single day. And so then it also is talking about Ethereum whales that are actually rising here. So meanwhile, the number of addresses holding at least 1,000 Ethereum, about $1.2 million, are steadily falling. It was 6,900 last night, down from 7,000 the day before. So maybe people moving back into Bitcoin possibly, right? This too appears uncorrelated to price. Ethereum sits at $1,200, up around 2% in the past 24 hours. Ethereum's price has grown significantly since the start of the year and continues to approach its all-time high of $1,400. Yeah. So we'll take a look at Ethereum today, see what's going on with those charts, and see maybe if people are moving into Bitcoin too as well. So yeah, obviously that, we have our whales that are steadily accumulating Bitcoin, but also could be moving some of their Ethereum assets back over into Bitcoin too as well, and maybe getting ready for a nice little rally in Bitcoin here in the near term future. So with that article getting out of the way, let's go ahead and jump on over into our charts and get started over there. All right, folks, so we are on the Bitcoin charts here, and we are currently taking a look at the symmetrical triangle here on our 15-minute time frame. So this definitely looks like this is going to be one of our symmetrical triangles to be formed. Bitcoin right now is sitting at about $37,100, and we're currently kind of forming this symmetrical triangle. I just drew this out a little bit before I started the video, but if we start to zoom out here a tad bit, we can definitely still see our two major price targets that we had above and below. These are just more or less consolidation ranges for us. I'm more or less guessing if we get a break to the upside here on this next symmetrical triangle break. If we break to the upside, we'll more than likely want to pass through this green trend line that we have at our price target above head. And if we are to break down below, we will more than likely get a retest down here. So breaking above, we're looking at a push probably through $39,000. And if we break below in the symmetrical triangle, we're looking at a push all the way back down to maybe $32,000 or so. So yeah, that's kind of what that's looking like. I'm a little bit more geared to the upside, but we'll have to kind of keep an eye on this symmetrical triangle here and continue to maybe see the plays that want to happen there for the most part. We can see here even on our 2-hour, we have a symmetrical triangle with our trend line indicators that we have as well, and it is kind of forming out to the side as of right now. So this could take a while to play out. We could see another rejection here at this top green trend line above head, like we showed on some of our smaller time frames. But we'll just have to kind of wait to see. I do believe some consolidation is to occur for Bitcoin. Maybe see a little bit of rejection here and then possibly trend out to the side too as well. So folks, if you're interested, we use the market cipher indicator by CryptoFace alongside with the TI sequential by Tone Days and the market guide buy and sell signal. So we're using a few paid for indicators on the channel, which definitely give us help to determine what direction the markets are going to move. And if you're interested in picking some of those up, there's links in the description box, but that also, any of those links down there help support the channel too as well. And so we've also seen here on our 4-hour that we've been having a steady trend line hold support for us ever since our run up from 20k, and that's definitely been holding nice support for us. The fact that we did kind of get a bounce off of this logarithmic fib channel here too, that's also a good indication that we could be ready to kind of make our way back up into that $39,000 area too as well. So we're going to keep a close eye on this, see what might be panning out for us too as well, and then kind of reference from there to get a broader perspective. So definitely looking for probably a push to the upside. Money flow is looking a little thin here on Cipher B on the 4-hour too as well. So we're going to more or less rely on our momentum waves for the most part to kind of give us a clear direction and how we're moving. And I'm thinking that more or less it does look like we probably will get some nice Christmas tree patterns down here on Cipher B as well too. So green and red dots that could occur out to the side before we have our consolidation in our symmetrical triangle and then break one direction or the other. Let's continue to zoom out here, see what's going on our 12-hour. We did get this green dot down here on Cipher B, which definitely is a nice little bullish push, but we had a little bit of rejection. And now we're seeing our next green dot here too as well. So if we continue to zoom out, maybe get a broader perspective of how this wants to occur. We also have a red dot here on our daily. So I definitely feel that consolidation is going to occur. It's probably going to be a really, really choppy time to try and trade this. I'm probably going to wait a little bit longer to maybe make some entries here too as well. And folks, if y'all are wondering when those entries are to occur, I will be updating everyone inside of the private trading group. If you join through Patreon, you can pay with your credit card or debit card, and then I'll give you access to our Discord server from there. If you want to pay with crypto, message me on Discord or send me an email and we'll take care of you. But all the posts are actually in Discord. We're just using Patreon as a payment processor for debit or credit cards. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Let's go over into maybe the dominance chart, see what's happening here. As you can see, looking at the daily chart, man, dominance is completely just falling off here as as of well too. So So we can see our dominance also giving us a sell signal here with market god, and then we had our blood diamond back here. We were looking for a recovery at the 21 EMA. We didn't quite get the recovery at the 21 EMA, and now Cipher B is definitely giving us a big momentum move to the downside here. So we probably want to see a green dot, possibly a big green dot that is to occur. Let's take a look at the 12-hour here on the dominance chart too as well. Money flow had already started to round off just a tad bit, and we'll probably wait to see if some of our lower time frames still look like they're going to sell off. Our mid time frames, definitely the 6-hour looks like it's ready to continue to probably move into that red money flow as of right now too. Currently breaking a nice trend line here on the candlestick pattern, so you know, that's definitely could lead to a little bit more of a sell-off for the dominance chart, which definitely you know, it could be a little harmful for the price action, but we have started to see some of our alts start to rally too as well, so that, you know, a lot of the alts that we had actually picked out in our Patreon page are showing massive gains. I mean, just a few of them to mention is DOT and Tezos. Like, those are really looking good. But we're just gonna take a look at ETH today. Obviously, if you want us to dissect a little bit more, or if you want to learn how we dissect some of those other alts, you can join us in our Patreon page or join us in our private trading group. Just send me a message if you have any questions, basically. Looking at ETH here, man, ETH on the 6-hour looks like it's probably ready to continue up higher. It definitely looks like it's ready to break its last previous momentum high here, and that would definitely give us a nice bullish little blue mountain here to the top side as well. Let's keep zooming out here on ETH, see what's kind of happening. Yeah, ETH even here on the 12-hour, man. ETH on the 12-hour it looks relatively bullish. I'm getting a little overzealous, folks. All right, but yeah, ETH is definitely looking relatively good as of right now. We'll get rid of these triangles here. ETH definitely looks like it's ready to push up to its all-time high at $1,400. Once we break this fib channel here, which we already had a price target at, we did get some consolidation out here on our fib level. Our next fib is the all-time high at $1,400. So, folks, yeah, this 12-hour chart on ETH, woo, that looks amazing. I'm sorry, I'm just like overexcited because this looks really good for ETH, honestly. I know that the whales kind of dumped off on ETH to maybe move into Bitcoin or vice versa, but ETH definitely looks like, we're going by our charts right now, and our charts are definitely looking like ETH is probably ready to push up to that $1,400 level, probably within the next probably by next week, more than likely. We're definitely looking at a nice push here for ETH in the next the next day or the next week, but for sure. So yeah, man, this looks like a good long position for ETH, or you could probably wait to break this $1,200 area once again. It looks like we are testing it, 1,267. And so, yeah, if you want to wait till we break above this fib level and close above it, then we're definitely looking at a nice move here. Let's see where we're at right now. And if we take our extension, we're looking at probably about a 15% boost to the upside to hit $1,400 Ethereum in the near-term future. So it looks relatively good, folks. Cipher B is lining up on multiple time frames for us right now too, with ETH as well, as Bitcoin continues to consolidate. So this definitely looks really good. If we were to draw some trend lines out here for ETH too as well, let's see if we can get these going. If we were to draw some trend lines here, we would definitely want to hold that as support, and then more likely it looks like we are putting in somewhat of a ascending triangle here too. So we could draw this like all the way across like that, and more or less it looks like, yeah, this is probably going to be some type of ascending triangle, and definitely probably pushing us past the all-time high, maybe even further for ETH. So ETH has been long overdue. Bitcoin's already passed through its all-time high. Now it's up to ETH. So folks, this looks good. I'm excited for ETH, and you should be too. So make sure that you have your ETH bags prepared and ready to go. But with that being said, folks, don't forget, join us on our private trading group page. If you're interested, you can pay with your credit card or debit card through the Patreon link, or if you want to pay with crypto, shoot me a message in Discord or send me an email and we'll take care of you. But other than that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video with your friends and family. All these bullas, these ETH bullas out here, they need to see this video too as well. So share this all with your ETH bulla friends, and we'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.